Hello, welcome back to Avery's Apron. My name is Avery, and today we are going to be whipping up some homemade hearty chicken noodle soup. This soup is so good and so simple and perfect for these cold months coming up. So let's get right into it, okay? Here are my ingredients. I've got some egg noodles, I've got some carrots and celery chopped, I've got onion and garlic chopped, I've got 2 cartons of chicken stock. I also shredded 1 whole rotisserie chicken that I bought from Sam's Club. I also reserved some of the bones, and I will tell you what we're doing with those. I've got some bay leaves and some dry thyme. Okay, you're also going to need some salt and pepper, chicken bouillon seasoning, and a can of cream of onion or cream of celery soup for this recipe. Okay, so before I get into explaining everything, just want to let you know if this is your first time here, all of my exact measurements are listed in the description box below for you, okay? Also, a couple little extra recipe tips and notes, okay? So check that out if you want exact measurements for this recipe. So I am starting off by sweating my veggies down. I've gone in my Dutch oven pot with a little bit of olive oil, my onions and garlic, as well as my carrots and my celery. And we are just going to sweat these down, okay? As they sweat down, we are also going to go ahead and throw in our seasoning. So that is the salt, pepper, dry thyme, a little garlic and onion powder. And yeah, we're just going to sweat this down, and then we're going to go in with our chicken. And because we are just sweating these down, we're not trying to get a brown on them or anything. We're just trying to get them nice and soft for our soup. You want to do this over medium heat. Alright, and after about 7 minutes or so, my veggies are nice and soft, and I'm going in with my chicken. I'm going to saute this for another 3 to 5 minutes or so, then I'm going to start adding in my stock and other ingredients, alright? I will say that this is a great crockpot meal as well, okay? If you don't really want to be bothered with babysitting this over the stove, you could totally just throw all your raw veggies, all your chicken, your seasonings, your broth into the crockpot, okay? And put your crock pot on low heat and just allow it to kind of stew all day. And then maybe like 30 minutes or so before you are ready to eat, you can bump your temperature up to high and add your noodles in and let that cook until the noodles are nice and soft, okay? And then you're good to go. But I decided to do it over the stove today just because I love this Dutch oven, okay? So that's what we're doing. And this whole process with the chopping and everything only took about maybe an hour 15 minutes or so. So it's not that much fuss on the stove either, okay? So whatever you do, it's gonna be good, whichever way you decide to do it, all right? Okay, so now that my broth is in, I'm going to go in with the rest of my seasoning. So I'm using 1 packet of chicken bouillon seasoning. I'm also going to use half a can of cream of onion soup. If you don't have cream of onion, you can use cream of celery. Or if you're looking for more of just the classic chicken noodle soup recipe, you could leave the cream soup out altogether. I personally prefer a creamier, heartier, richer soup, which is why I added this in, but you could leave it out if you'd like, okay? Whatever you like is what you should do, okay? I'm also gonna go in with a couple of bay leaves, and I'm also gonna add in those bones that I saved, okay? It's just gonna add another layer and depth of flavor. I'm just going to allow this to come to a nice gentle boil on about medium-high heat. I'm going to allow it to boil for a good 15-20 minutes or so, and then we're going to be ready to add in our egg noodles. this point, my soup has been boiling away for about 15-20 minutes or so. And so now I'm going in with my egg noodles. I'm just adding in the whole bag right into this creamy, rich, delicious looking broth, okay? And I'm going to give this a stir, and I'm just going to cook it for maybe like 8-9 minutes or so, according to the instructions on the bag, okay? Whatever the bag tells you, I'd say do about a minute or so under that. Just because after you turn your soup off, it's going to continue to the noodles are going to continue to kind of soak up that broth, okay? You don't want your noodles to be like, mushy or anything. You just want them to be nice and soft and tender. So yeah, maybe like a minute less than whatever the bag recommends, okay? So yeah, I'm giving this a stir. I'm gonna allow it to simmer a little bit longer till my noodles are cooked, and then I'm gonna fish out all of those bones and all of those bay leaves, and we will be ready to eat. Okay, and this is just about it, you guys. I'm fishing out those extra ingredients, like I said, and yes, you are finished and you're ready to have a nice warm bowl of soup. This soup is so flavorful, and it's just perfect for those cold, rainy, or snowy days that I hope we have a lot of this year. Yes, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you give the recipe a try. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new recipe, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. All right, here's my critic.
Well, it's good.
It's good.
Yep.
Loaded it up with oyster crackers, huh?
Yep.
Perfect for a cold day like today.